Welcome everyone to your Ash vs. the Evil Dead Aftershow. I'm your host, Roger, and with me tonight is none other than the creator of Stoner Man himself, the one, the only Homer!
What's going on? So excited to be talking about the show that I thought would never happen.
I just want to give you a clarification on the show. This is an after-show thought discussion type thing, so if you have not seen the show, I recommend you watch it and then hear this podcast. That being said, let's start with the review on this show.
Yeah, dude, honestly, pretty skeptical going in. I didn't know what to expect. But as soon as I saw Ash doing his shenanigans again, I couldn't help but smile and just really get into it.
Exactly, I was the same way. I was like, what's the theme? Like, how's the atmosphere of the show?
I didn't know if they were going to go too serious or a bit more cheesy with it.
Yeah, exactly.
But I'm happy they went cheese.
Yeah, clearly,
a cheese fest.
Yeah, clearly within like 5-10 minutes, you just see Ash doing this cheesy thing. And then like at one point, like, that just caught me off guard. Like, that just over the hill, like, fabricated cheesiness. After 30 years of running from the Necronomicon Ex Mortis, he is in a trailer. It shows Ash. He's
smoking down with some hot babe.
Yeah, he's in a trailer in probably New Mexico or Arizona or something, and he's smoking down with like these younger kids and like some really fat dudes, a lot of them. And Bruce Campbell does like the most over the top, I felt like, high performance, like almost like as if you saw it back in the 90s or 80s, like commercials.
What's it?
Oh yeah, no, Reefer Madness?
Yeah, Reefer Madness.
Yeah, that type of stuff. You know, it was almost like that. Like,
and then he just gets stoned, he whips out the book. Why did he even bring the book?
Yeah, Bruce Campbell, in the mix of a high sensation, he acts like a drunken idiot. He literally is like, hey guys, you like poetry, eh? Well, I mean, it's not French or anything, but it's something. And then he pulls the fucking Necronomicon that killed all of his friends and everything out. And he looks through the pages and shows everyone. They're all freaked out by this, but he's just dying and laughing the whole time. And he even like helps them pronounce the shit.
Spells, dude.
He has a piece of paper to like, help him say the spells. I'm like, why do you have that? You should have thrown that out so you never do that again.
Yeah, like if this was a more serious show, I'd be like bullshit on that intro. But I thought it was pretty funny.
Exactly, and then just basically after that, you pretty much get your main plot why the Evil Dead is afoot and still terrorizing.
And you get to meet some of the new, I'm guessing, our main characters.
Yeah, and from your goofy side, you have Ash and later on we'll talk about his crew. But then like it quickly transitions off, like as Ash talks about how he released the Evil Dead. It shows these two cops entering like a house that had domestic disturbance, and basically one of the girls that was with Bruce Campbell when he read the Necronomicon, basically she got possessed, killed her whole family.
Yeah. Like her head just twisted around.
Yeah. This was crazy. Silent Hill type shit. Like it was like Kujani type like random like a demon like I've never seen like. Like, she basically twists her head and she walks backwards or runs backwards.
Yeah, it was pretty creepy looking.
And it was really extraordinary creepy. I mean, there was a cop that had a shotgun, her partner, and then there's this other woman, this really fine woman. Basically, even with the manpower and like all that they had, like they blow the living shit out of her. But then they quickly realize you can't just like shoot them. You have to at least dismember them or blow off their head,
decapitate their head. Yeah.
Yeah. Which before, if I recall, I'm the only one that's seen Evil Dead 1 and 2, and if I recall, I thought you had to dismember everything. But they changed everything like that, like in the Army of Darkness. So I don't really care.
Army of Darkness,
which is my favorite. Is one of my favorite, arguably like one of my favorite movies of all time. But
it's great.
And basically, out of this whole domestic disturbance, basically her partner gets killed and then possessed, and I forget who this woman is. They barely said her name.
They barely say the names throughout. Like, I don't know the other two characters
I'm going to say the
lady cop.
Surviving officer. The surviving officer basically kills the woman that was with Bruce Campbell, kills her partner who gets possessed immediately after getting to the house, and all the cops in her field, like, basically, like, kick her out and make her go on like leave to get like a psychiatric like help and all that. And I was explaining that to Homer too. I was like,
how's she not in jail?
Yeah, I was like, how do you explain that? Like, literally everyone else is dead as a witness, and your partner's dead, and everyone is blown up, and
their heads are blown off.
Yeah, smithereens. Like, this is like gnarly shit. And then it just, for the rest of the show, it just pans back to Ash and the crew. They just, basically...
Oh, at the new Mart? Dude, that was one of my biggest gripes of the episode. They changed the name of the Supermart.
Yeah, Ash used to work and in Army of Darkness had S-Smart. And
Shop Smart, Shop S-Smart.
Maybe there was copyright issues. Who knows? It could honestly have been. I was
hoping they'd joke about it at least.
And I don't even bother remembering the Mart's name because he basically...
It was Value Mart, I think.
Yeah, Value Mart. Like, Ash is working there now, of course, and with his Hispanic friend.
Yeah, and his asshole manager.
Yeah, and basically he pretty much wants to get his check and get out of there, but then like stuff transpires, and basically he and his Hispanic friend and another employee, he tells them everything what's going on, and now they're about to fight the Army of Darkness.
Yeah, dude.
Or the Evil Dead. Sorry, my bad.
But in the store, there was also an interesting scene where, like, he fought a little glass doll. It kind of reminded me of Army of Darkness when he fought the mini versions of himself.
Yes. No. That was awesome. I'm glad you reminded me of that, Homer. In the store, like, he pretty much, like, is working there just so he can get his last paycheck just to get out of there. And while he's working there, he's in this, like, back area, like, looks like a Home Depot.
Yeah.
And he's in this huge area by himself, and he sees these toys moves. And he sees one of the toys moves, and he basically looks at it, and basically the toy attacks him in this practical or CGI.
I thought it was poorly done CGI, but for a show like this, you don't really need it, especially if it's as cheesy
and
as
the effects were really cheesy in the Army of Darkness. So
I was actually hoping for cheesy effects. It's one of the rare times.
And Bruce Campbell acts exactly like he kind of acted in Army of Darkness in terms of like he was acting like the same way as if like he was really getting attacked and stuff in the most outrageous fashion. And basically, it was kind of like Bruce Campbell versus one of his miniature selves, like when he was in Army of Darkness trapped in the windmill.
Yeah, that's exactly what it reminded me of.
Oh, but then, like, I forget his friend's name, oh my god, because, like,
the Hispanic one.
Yeah, no, because, like, we watched two different shows, and I'm crossing different names, but basically, Bruce Campbell's friend comes at the last moment and saves him by smashing the little doll, and she just splats in the bloody, gory mess. Oh, it's just absolutely.
I just think
the gore is amazing in the show, by the way.
Yeah, like there's a scene where a lady gets stabbed with scissors. Through
Yeah.
That was gross.
The officer, actually, the surviving officer, she got stabbed in the wrist with scissors. Oh man,
that grossed me out.
That grossed me out too. Just something with the palm like that, it grosses me out.
I'm also liking his Hispanic friend. I think he has some pretty funny moments in the episode too. And I think he'd be very likable.
It reminds me a lot of Ant-Man with all of his like dummy type friends and all that. Like they're just goofballs like on the side. It's kind of like that type of thing. So
it's very like dark but like lighthearted at the same time. I really like the show so far.
It has like a few dark comedy things I just love, and it's a different show that I think is better. I mean, to me, it's better than most stuff I see, just because
especially newer shows.
It takes like the weirdness of American Horror Story, but it turns into a comedy instead of a serious horror thing, and I think it works.
A lot like the Army of Darkness.
Exactly, and
I wasn't sure if we were ever going to see a sequel to Army of Darkness, but I'm glad to get it in a form of a TV show because now we can check it out every week.
And this, as I said before, the title of this season is called Ash vs. the Evil Dead. I hope to God this show becomes great enough where they can get the titles to just have Jason or Michael Myers or something.
And they are on record saying they do want to get them involved in the show.
I bet. Knowing Bruce
Sam
Campbell,
Raimi.
Sam Raimi, especially Sam Raimi, he definitely would love to get his hands on it. So I'm hoping to God you guys can just spread about this show and everything, because
it's definitely worth watching.
After all, I give this episode a wax.
A wax, damn dude.
It paid so much of a homage to Army of Darkness so much that
even showing scenes from the Evil Dead, which was cool.
And it was literally like, and this is like a 45-minute, 50-minute show like every week. Army of Darkness is like an hour and 25, hour and 30 minutes. That is one of the shortest, great pacing shit. And I'm seeing this thing at least almost an hour every week. Hell yeah.
And I wonder how many episodes. It probably has 10 episodes. If that's 10 hours of Army of Darkness.
Exactly. And I
didn't mind the new Evil Dead remake, but I'm so happy they were able to go back to the older stuff.
No, Evil Dead remake is actually worth watching, I feel.
Even though it's really gross.
Yeah, it's intensely gross, but you know what? Kind of realistic.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say. Especially with the nail gun.
I'm not quite at wax yet, but I'm at a strong dank for this week's episode.
Nice.
I know they're going to go crazy places with this show.
Exactly.
And it gets me very excited to see future episodes.
Yeah, and I was telling Homer this. I'm like, they started off so strong, paying homage to so many things, especially Ash at the very end getting his chainsaw in the same fashion
I'm surprised I
as
didn't
he
bring
did in
that
Army of Darkness. I know.
Dude, like, when that scene happened, I was just screaming, yes, because
you know,
it was one of my favorite parts from Army of Darkness.
I wasn't saying shit, I was just quietly waiting. I was like, come on, show me, I know you're gonna show me. And Homer was like saying like 3 times, like, where's the chainsaw, where's the chainsaw? And I was just like thinking in my head, yes, I agree, where is it? This is weird.
And then finally at the end of the episode, he attains the chainsaw in a very similar way from Army of Darkness, and it's just as funny, and I liked it.
And executes the living fuck out of his trailer neighbor.
And the way they just end the episode.
Yeah.
Groovy,
exactly. That alone was the last 5 minutes is what gave me a wax rating. It was on its way, it was dank already, but that put me over the top. So as a huge fan of the series, I like it. Love it, and I want some more.
Yeah, dude. So, and I can't wait to do more after shows as well.
Exactly. So tune in for next week, guys, if you want to listen to more of those after shows. And if you want to listen to our other podcasts, check out stonerman.net or on our YouTube channel, stonerman420. If you want to donate, make sure to check out stonerman.net for anything, including for merchandise, or most importantly, we need animation money, because that is not cheap, and the money we make, with our salaries, slightly above, if we're and especially with the time that we have, especially for you paying more bills than I have, but stuff like that, we can use as much help as we can get, and we're all in this together. And if you want to check out on our website, we have actual concept designs for what we want for the show. It's supposed to be more of a comedy than anything, but it's supposed to be
have some sweet action too.
Yeah, exactly. That's the one thing. We want to have mostly comedy, but when there is action, we want to make it look good and make it really awesome and creative.
Oh yeah, that's what I'm hoping for. And we have so much content ready for the show. It's just a matter of getting that animation.
Yeah, we pretty much have literally seasons ready. We just need financial means, and sadly that's how the world works.
Yeah, exactly. So if you guys can help us, we greatly appreciate it.
So tune in next week, guys, if you want to listen to our next after show podcast, and may the force be with you. Always.
Groovy.
Groovy.